approximately 2 years ago, we were contacted by a building association down in New Orleans. The client called me and wanted us to come down to New Iberia, Louisiana. It was a large building supply company, and he was not making the money he felt like he should be making, so he retained us to bring some investigators down, which we did. We stayed approximately 10 days. After doing a thorough investigation through mystery shopping, buying merchandise and buying stuff after hours, doing hours, on the last day we checked all detailed records and all cash overages and shortages. We ended up having 28 people out of 56 people caught for embezzling money. At that time, the owner requested me to sit down and talk to these people. On one individual we recovered, got a confession from him for $198,000. We met with the insurance company, and they, in return, by him having proper insurance policies, paid him back on that one individual that amount of money. On that afternoon, the client advised me he was calling the sheriff's department and we're going to have the people arrested. So on Saturday morning, it was very unusual. The sheriff of the county, sheriff of the parish showed up. I couldn't understand a sheriff, the full sheriff, not just deputies, showed up. I asked the client, I said, how are you able to do this? He said, the sheriff, I've supported him ever since he's been in office, very, very good friend of mine. The sheriff came in, I showed him my license, explained to him what I'd done, showed him all documentation. At that time, they started arresting people. On the way back, after doing this, on the way back on Monday morning, I was sitting in my office, telephone rings. And it was a secretary from the governor of the state. The client, unbeknown to me, was personal friends of the governor at this time. The governor had called me at my office, sent me a letter thanking me for coming down, thanking me for what I've done, and told me anytime I was back in that area, please let them know that I was coming down. So everybody was extremely happy. This was a total shock to me, receiving a phone call from this high official. But since that time, we had gone back 3 other times working for the same client, and all times we've been very successful in catching people and recovering a tremendous amount of money for him.